Yeah, we're going to start off hot because I'm getting tired of this foolery. And I do not care if there's any men that consider themselves pro-black or, how I like to put it, woke. You just going to have to be mad once again because I'm going to keep referring to these guys as such and the way I describe them because they use the word all the time about being woke and being pro-black. And for some odd reason, these brothers don't have access to Google. Talking about Dr. Umar Johnson and also this brother that we're about to review in a second. This is the second, maybe third, fourth time that I've seen brothers that are loud. They consider themselves pro-black. Of course, they'll have a black woman on the panel as well, and they'll spew off some misinformation about black men. I've talked about these things multiple times, but I have no problem addressing these brothers again. Panders, pro-black woke people that try to virtue signal to black women by feeding them lies. Yeah, I'm on y'all asses. Pause. Because I'm getting tired of this foolery. Y'all causing more of a divide than you can actually understand. Because when you say this foolery, black women are going to listen to you because you're sitting there with this queen, mother, goddess energy, and they think that you're for them. When in actuality, you're doing more damage than anything because you're lying on your fellow black men. So before any woke pro-black type of brothers get on any panel and say something that you have no knowledge of, do the research first and tell your black female audience the truth. But we're going to clear this foolery up right now. Y'all going to learn. Y'all gonna learn messing with black men's ethnic image, man. Yeah, it's a Charlie Quest. Okay, let's define woke. The way that I hear these pro-black dudes define woke is they have that queen mother goddess mindset where the black woman can do no wrong and they fail to look outside of the box instead of going with this energy that, well, black men are supposed to be the leaders of the black community, then they should be the ones responsible for black women's behavior. No, that's what I define as woke, because black women have already said multiple times that they have separated themselves from black men as a whole. Y'all can agree or disagree, but if you look online, if you look in society and the people who speak, the black women who speak in public, i.e. Fox Soul ladies, Claudia Jordan, when she was up there with Ice Cube.
I gotta ask this question. Because you're on this show with the cocktails with the queens. And there's a reason for that. It wasn't to have you defend or not defend Donald Trump. It was about, I care about what's in this contract with Black America for women. And it's not, we're not mentioned at all in the contract with Black America. And
you are mentioned. I mean, when you mention black people, you mentioning black women. So don't count yourself out. Yes,
that's not true. That's like administration say that when they
black people is not black women. Black women are not included in black people.
No, but that's like, that's like you saying. That's like when the president says minorities, then he's including black people. But we all know that that's not the case. Black women have specific needs that are not also being met. And we also feel that there should be some things that are specific to us and our plight as well.
So that's the types of dudes that I'm talking about. So if you fall into that category where you just blindly believe that everything is the black man's fault, I'm calling you woke. So we're going to talk about these brothers. This is not, again, Dr. Umar falls victim to this as well, because for some odd reason, he has cognitive dissonance when all these black women talking about black men should be deleted.
These divested women, I don't know if y'all know about divestors. They say some of the most horrendous things about black men in pursuit of white men. Don't get with no black man. Get you a white man. They dusty. They deserve to die. I could let y'all listen to a clubhouse group chat with nothing but black women talking about their appreciation for white men and black men should die. I'm going to play it for y'all. But
there's no turning back because these dusties are dusty. They just belong in a coffin. They just belong in a coffin.
I agree.
Ladies, I'm so happy that we loving white men because they are the most sweetest, wonderful men. And you know what's so sad? Our mothers should have left the black men a long time ago.
I feel safe now that the dusties are in the gulags. When I look at the title, white men are better for black women.
All these types of things is on social media, but for some odd reason, all Dr. Umar sees is black men dating outside of their race. And not all the black men, he just looks at the entertainers, sports, players, athletes, so on and so forth. So if you fall into that category and you have that energy and you fail to do your research on the Black community and how far Black men have succeeded outside of being included, heterosexual Black men, then you fall into what I consider the woke category, because y'all be loud and wrong for no reason. Y'all got to get out of that mindset, man. You can only lead people who are willing to follow. Black men have no agency over what Black women decide to do. Same thing I did with the brother that was talking about black people don't own banks.
We ain't got no schools, we ain't got no banks, we ain't got no hospitals and nothing, folks.
Black people don't own hospitals without doing your research on how we lost those hospitals. I've covered all this stuff. So I actively search for guys who consider themselves pro-Black and woke, because y'all gonna sit there and say Robert Smith, the billionaire, isn't considered pro-Black when that brother has done more than most of the pro-Black dudes that I see. Let's put him up against Dr. Umar's contributions and let's see who wins. If you have any family members that went to Morehouse and they're male and they were there that actually benefited from him paying off their student loan debt so they can get a fresh start, and you gonna sit there and say that this dude is not pro-Black or for the people just because he's married to a white woman? Get the F out of here, man. But that's what I define as, here we go.
Black men that make a lot of money seem to be able to find every excuse as to why they can't find a Black woman that brings them peace, while simultaneously going through hell with women from other races anyway.
So again, now you guys hear the rhetoric. Now do you understand the archetype or the avatar of the woke Black man? The same talking points, Black woman sitting on the panel. And of course, she's sitting there like, that's right. Go on, preach, brother. Y'all understand? Let's cook.
You cannot look at me and tell me to my face that you can't find the room full of beautiful Black women that make money, that will treat you well. They're all over the place.
Out earning men at
a alarming rate.
Did you all hear that? Once again, the same talking points. Out earning men. They're saying that Black women out earn Black men. So let's run down the list. Wealthy Black men have every excuse not to marry Black women. That's one. Two, going through hell dealing with women of other races. That points to the fact that this lie that a lot of Black people and Black women believe that Black men were the most divorced, when we also already proved that white women were actually the ones that get divorced the most when they marry out.
Marriages including a Black husband and a white wife were more prone to divorce. A Black man and a white woman are the least successful statistically.
Black men have the highest divorce rates in interracial relationships, specifically with white women.
2 seconds later.
White female couples also had the highest likelihood of divorce of all white, non-white marriages, mainly to marriages involving a non-white male and a white female. And an interracial marriage would be no more likely if we were to take out white women from the equation.
If white women stop marrying Asian men, white men, Black men, then the marriage rates will go up if those men married other races of women, because white women are the ones that get divorced the most. That got narrowed down to Black men. So I don't know why our sisters decided to run with this narrative that Black men were the issue and they were off the hook. Black women are the most divorced and the least married. That's number two. Same talking points. We've heard all these before. Funny thing is that you could use Google and you could clear all this foolery up. So this is why I call these types of dudes the woke pro-Black men who pander to Black women, and Black women sit there and listen with their hands clasped and don't even give any pushback. I don't believe that's true, brother, because if you look at it, when Dr. Umar talks about Black people need to give more money, he always points to Black men. Why the hell would you point to Black men if your ass believe that Black women out earn Black men? Shouldn't Black women be responsible for upholding the community economically if you think that they make more than Black men? Y'all got to think about these things, man. These dudes contradict themselves so many times. Let's let them finish. Same conversations, same lies.
We love to see it.
You're not in an organization like Nesby or something, or at a part of a college institution, a part of a fraternity or an organization of some sort that will connect you to women that make money. I am fighting for my life to keep up with my woman. But you know what? That's okay because I'm doing it.
That's right.
Get it done. Figure it out and get it done. Because at what purpose do you serve at that point?
Now you understand what I'm talking about and why I'm calling these brothers out, because they're liars. Yes, they are liars. That is 3 lies that this dude fit into a minute diatribe. 3. So that's why it's important for me to go over this. So let's address the first one. He says that black men who are wealthy have a hard time finding black women to marry. So once again, this is from Thought Code. The top 4 myths about black marriage. And you know what? The article was written by a black woman. It's funny how that always happens, right? It was written by Nadra Kareem Niddle. And this was updated on February 28th, 2021. Very recent. I just want to make sure that we understand, because I'm always fact checked and I'm ready for it. But it's very funny that people will let brothers like this sit on the panel and say foolery and never give any pushback. So let's cook. You see at the top, this is from Thought Code. It says rich black men marry out. Black men drop black women as soon as they reach a certain level of success, don't they? While plenty of rap stars, athletes, and musicians may choose to date or marry interracially when they achieve fame, the same is not true for the bulk of successful black men. By analyzing census data, Tolson and Marks found that 83% of married black men who earned at least $100,000 annually got hitched to black women. The same is the case for educated black men of all incomes. 85% of black male college graduates married black women. Generally, 88% of married black men, no matter their income or educational background, have black wives. This means that interracial marriage should not alone be held responsible for the singleness of black women. I'm going to read that last sentence one more time. This means that interracial marriage should not alone be held responsible for the singleness of black women. So that's one. Was he lying? I would think so, because these dudes will go on social media. They'll see a couple of NBA players and they'll attribute that to all black men without doing the research. And also, let's address the other thing that he mentioned. He said that black women are out earning black men.
Black woman definitely wants her equal. She wants a man on her financial level, such as yourself.
The median income for full-time workers for black men was $50,000. Black women made $44,000 in 2022. You know what black women's financial level is to black men? It's $5,870 less than black men, and 13%, 2.6 million black men made $75,000 or more. Only 9% of black women made $75,000 or more. So that many more black men can't find a black woman on their financial level. Black men still out earn black women. This is women who earns what? From $49,000 and below, black women out earn black men. When you go to $50,000 and up, black men out earn black women. Now, the most important number that people like to discuss is $100,000 or more. 205,437 more black men out earn black women when it comes to $100,000 earnings. 926,000 versus 721,000. There's all these high earning black women that just can't find any black men on their level. What's wrong with you? Now this is where you look within.
Look within. Focus your power.
How interesting.
There are far more black men who make $100,000 or more than black women. You can find these statistics on blackdemographics.com, which I will link into this video. The average black man earns $50,000, $1 over $50,000. In 2022, black women earn $44,000 in 2022, a little over $44,000. So what does that tell you? Black men out-earn black women.
But wait, there's more.
This is the stuff that you guys do not hear in society. These are 4 facts about black men in 2019. More than 1 in 2 black men, 57%, have made it into the middle class or higher. Did you guys know that 57% of black men were in the middle class? Education, work, and marriage are central to economic success of black men in the United States. Black men who work full-time, earned at least some college education, and married are significantly more likely to be members of the middle class or upper class in their 50s. For example, about 70% of married black men are in the middle class. Black men who served in the military more likely than those who did not to be in the middle class when they reach midlife. 54% versus 45%. So shout out to my vets out there. There's more eligible black women than there's black men. Absolutely not. Let's factor this in now. You guys know that I already did the statistics on this, but what do men say that they want and what do women say that they want? Let's just attribute this to the black community. Black women want a black man that makes more than them. I just told you guys that $50,000 to $44,000. The average black man out-earns black women. Black men have more $100,000 or more earners than black women. So you can alleviate that mindset of thinking that black women out-earn black men. It's done. We already addressed that. Now, let's go to black men. First thing that we look at is weight, right? Is that fair to say? We want our women to at least be in shape. We're not saying that you got to be, you know what I'm saying, Miss Olympia or something like that, or Miss Fitness. No, we want our women to not be overweight or obese. Very simple. Do you guys know where black men and women rank in regards to the obesity and overweight statistics? Let's cook. So if you look here, you have the different categories, right? Black, Hispanic, white, and Asian. Very simple. So if you just, offhand look, you can see that overwhelming black women are 55% obese, age 20 and over. You see that difference? Black men, 37%. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know these statistics? Because you hear the black community say that, well, the black community as a whole is overweight. But if you look here, it's 37%. And don't worry, I know this is from 2015, 2016. I got some more for you. Now, if you rank those, black women are number 1 in the obesity category, followed by Hispanic, white men, white women, and look who comes in 6th. Black men at 37%, Asian women and Asian men. So if you look at the graph here, or the rankings, Asian women and Asian men are in the same category. White men and white women are in the same category. And Hispanic men and Hispanic women are in the same category, lumped together, right? But for some odd reason, black women lead and black men are number 6. So we just debunked that narrative as well. I'm not done. This is from 2015 to 2018, ranked from least to most overweight or obese. You got white women, overweight or obese. His non-Hispanic black men come in 2nd, right? Non-Hispanic white men come in 3rd. And who leads in the category? So this is where you guys hear the 80% of black women are at least overweight or obese, 79.6%. And these numbers were actually updated in 2022. So if anybody has an issue with any of the statistics, I just covered everything. So 80% of Black women are obese or overweight. 70.9% of Black men are overweight or obese. So again, who's more healthy? So if we were starting to disqualify people in regards to what we want first, then Black women, there will be far more, it will be less likely for a Black man to find a suitable Black woman. So let's go ahead and debunk that narrative right now by saying that there's more eligible Black women than Black men. And not to mention, there are far more LGBTQ Black women than there are Black men.
I'm in the gym the other morning. Black men working out all around. A good third to half the Black men I see in the gym are gay. Everywhere I look, it is gay Black men.
I'm pretty sure when I put these statistics out, Black women gonna be like, oh man, he's just saying that he's a Black man. Of course he gonna say that. But you know what I did? I went and got the actual interview from the women who did the Williams Institute study at UCLA. Do you guys know what race those women are?
On behalf of the American Medical Association and our Minority Affairs Section and Advisory Committee on LGBTQ issues, welcome everybody and good evening. I'm Dr. Leanne Roberts, a member of the AMA Advisory Committee on LGBTQ issues, where I serve as the GLAMA representative. And in the past, I've served as the medical student section for the AMA.
Okay. That's Dr. Leanne Roberts. So this is not coming from me. This is coming from your sisters.
With that, I'll turn it over to Dr. Wilson.
Thank you, Dr. Roberts.
Oh, wow. Is that another educated Black woman that's about to explain this study?
One of the things we identified, and here we primarily use data from the Gallup daily tracking poll across pulled several years of data together. And from that, we get an estimate that there are approximately more than 1.2 million adults in the US that identify as both Black and as LGBT.
1.2 million Black LGBTQ adults live in the United States. This is the kicker. The gender divide among Black adults is greater for Black LGBT adults, as 61% of Black LGBT adults are women. The gender divide among Black adults is greater for Black LGBT adults. So that includes Black men who are LGBT. 61% as opposed to 39% of that community is Black men. So who's more gay? It's Black women, because I know the Black community likes to call Black men sassy and zesty and, you know, all these down low brothers. Absolutely not. So if you have far more LGBTQ Black women, they cancel themselves out, right? So those are two sets of women that are getting with each other that could realistically be with Black men. But since they're off the market, that means there's less Black women that are available to Black men. So when we have these conversations about, well, it's more eligible Black women than Black men, you lying. There's far more eligible Black men than Black women. So I just debunked 3 narratives that this woke pro-Black ass dude just lied to Black women about. And it's very simple. And I make sure that I'm going to put these references in the description so brothers like him can do the research for themselves. Because once again, the Black community don't like to read. They just like to pander to their audience to get more followers. This shit is serious. And y'all acting like it's not by sitting there lying, because Black women eat this foolery up. So to any Black men who consider themselves pro-Black or woke, y'all need to wake the fuck up and stop lying. Do your research and stop looking ignorant in these streets by telling lies to Black women. Are y'all stupid? And this is Black man to Black man. What's wrong with y'all? You know Black women ain't gonna do the research on their own, and you gonna sit there and feed them ear candy? Oh, crazy ass people. You making Black men look dumb. That's what you're doing. You're tarnishing the black male ethnic image by sitting there lying. Just because you watch a couple of football games and you see a black man kissing a white woman. Y'all just ignorant as hell, man.